Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share whole things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, there's been a question going on, man. A very hard question, a very tough question, and a question we all want answered. The question is, should the Carolina Panthers re-sign Greg Olsen? Now, I'm going to tell you why I think they should. I'm going to tell you why I think they shouldn't. And I'm going to tell you why I think they should do. That's how I'm going to break it down. Alright? So now, without further ado, let's get started. The reason why they should re-sign Greg Olsen is because, one, he's Greg Olsen, guys. Are we serious? It's Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen is not only a stand-up guy off the field. His production has been crazy. I mean, before, obviously, last year, he had 3 years with 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? He has a great connection with Cam Newton. He's basically Cam Newton's safety net. And he's just a model player, man. Like, he doesn't do anything wrong. He's a captain, you know. He's just a great guy all around, man. He has a great relationship with Cam Newton. He has actually a great relationship with Luke Kuechly, too. He has a great relationship with the guys in the line. You know, Ryan Khalil, Matt Khalil, all that stuff. So, you know, he's just a stand-up guy. He's been a model player for us. You know what I'm saying, he's a staple. He's a staple in our franchise. Everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? He's been productive. He's been clutch. I mean, when there have been games where, you know, obviously our ragtag bunch of receivers ain't catching, and I just see Greg Olsen making great catches. One-handed, whatever. And then he blocks. He's not just a tight end who can catch. He blocks, guys. He blocks. You know how hard it is to find a tight end that actually blocks and catches? Come on, man. He's very productive for us. He's all over the field. And, you know, here's the thing people don't talk about a lot. Greg Olsen is on the field for more than 90% of our plays, man. He is like he's like a Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like, no pun intended with Cam, you know what I'm saying? But he's indestructible, man. This last year was the first time he got, you know, injured in a while. And he's just, you know, he's just dominant, man. Like, when he's healthy, he's a very dominant player. You know, he knows all the route tree. You know, I mean, he lines up everywhere on the field, man. When you know, when Kelvin Benjamin was injured or when you traded him also, I see him lining up in the #1 receiver spot. I see him lining off the line. I see him lining up in the slot. I see him lining up in the #2 receiver spot. He knows all the routes, man. He knows the whole route tree and everything, man. He's so dominant. I feel like he's kind of undervalued. Like, every time they talk about great tight ends, they talk about the Gronk. And they talk about the Travis Kelce. For a little bit, they're talking about this Tyler Efforts from the Bengals, or you know Zach Ertz from the Eagles. But they don't really talk about Greg like that, man. And it bothers me. It really does. I feel like he's undervalued and unappreciated. But you know, Greg, I know Greg feels the same way. He said something about that a few times. But you know, he's just been dominant for us. He's been Cam Newton's safety net. And he's just productive, man. That production is so hard to replace. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, people may say, you know, whatever, you know, that he may not be the same because of his age or whatever. But I think if he's healthy, he's gonna be dominant. And the way he works, you know, he's not one to slouch. He's not one to slack off. He's not about nonsense. He works hard. He comes in. He's like the lunch pail guy, man. The hard hat lunch pail. He comes in. He bangs it out. He puts forth the effort and the time, man. And he's just an all around great dude, man. He's just an all around great dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should have won Man of the Year, but you know what I'm saying? He just got nominated. It is what it is. But he definitely should win it. I mean, he's so proactive, man. So he's just an all-around good person. The Carolinas, you know what I'm saying, the community, and on the field, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find somebody who produces on the field and is a great person. You know what I'm saying? And he is. So those are the reasons why I think Greg Olsen definitely should get re-signed. So that's how I feel about that. The reason why they shouldn't sign Greg Olsen is because he's 33 years old, guys. He's an older tight end, you know what I'm saying? He's going to slow down sooner or later. That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? And he's coming off an injury. And yes, you know, he played, you know, a little bit last year, but come on, man. They always say that foot injury, man, it could be reoccurring and it could be a constant problem, you know what I'm saying? So as much as I like Greg, let's be honest, man. We don't know when that foot, because, you know, he has screws in it for a little while. We don't know when that foot's going to give him more problems. We don't know if it's going to heal correctly. You You know what I'm saying? We don't know if he gonna re-break it, because there has been players before who constantly re-broke their foot. You know what I'm saying? And then also, he may not be, you know, we could use that money for someone else. You know what I'm saying? And why I say this, I mean, because obviously next year you got, you know what I'm saying, Devin Funches might be, you know, is coming up on a contract soon. Shaq Thompson's coming up on a contract soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much other places we can use that money. You know, obviously because Matt Khalil's sucking up all the money. We need money, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Ryan Khalil is retiring, and Thomas Davis is going to retire. That's freeing up some cap space, but Greg is getting older, man. You know what I'm saying? And he just coming off an injury. This year is going to be very crucial for him. You know what I'm saying? To see how he performs. And then finally, I mean, there's a lot of tight ends in this draft, man. There's a lot of tight ends in this draft. You know what I'm saying? Bucky Brooks got us, you know, picking a tight end in the first round, so Greg could utilize him. Now, mind you, Greg has already came out and said, this guy ain't taking my spot. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? This same thing happened when we got Jeremy Shockey and Greg Olsen. Shockey was cool and all that, but Greg was the one we wanted. And you know what I'm saying? And Greg obviously became who he is. And now it might be the time for him to do the same thing. I don't think Greg will be the type to not help the younger tight end. But, you know, I don't think you want to train somebody to take your job either. And the other thing is, you know what I'm saying, is that obviously Greg looks like he's going to have a career in broadcasting. He's talked about the combine. He's you know, been a speaker on the combine, whatever, for the tight ends. He's been, you know, he called games. His broadcasting career looks like it's, you know, very high. You know what I'm saying? And there's been some reports that he might be looking to just go into that field sooner rather than later. So, you know, obviously you know, if you're ready to start looking for another career path, you know what I'm saying, then that's not a good sign. Now, mind you, you know, there are reports, we don't know how truthful that is, but you know, like he said, it's not unbelievable, because obviously he's a good analyst, man. He's a very good analyst. He can be productive in that situation, and at some point you start thinking, man, life after football. And there's nothing wrong with him. He's a great player. He's been a great player for us for years. But I wouldn't be mad at him and start thinking about life after football, especially with all this CTE and all that stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You put in your work. I mean, I think he should be a Hall of Famer, and you know, he's just been dominant this whole time. So, you know, if you want to start being a broadcaster and start announcing and start, you know, going to another part of your career, I wouldn't be mad at it, man. So a lot of people are speculating he might be, you know, thinking about doing that. You know what I'm saying? Soon, even though he came out and said he does want an extension. You know, so he kind of refuted that, like, you know. But you know, obviously, like I said, he's 33 years old. He's coming off an injury, and there's a lot of good tight ends in this draft, man. So it definitely should be something we think about. What I think they should do, I think they definitely should sign Greg Olsen. All right, listen, guys. All right, I know he's 33 years old, but 33 is basically the new 23, man. You know what I'm saying? With this, like, haven't we learned already that age is not that big of a factor? We let Steve Smith go because he was old. And guess what? He tormented us when we played the Ravens. And he balled out for years later, man. You know what I'm saying? At least like 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he balled. So, yeah, look at Tom Brady. Balling, man. You know what I'm saying? Balling out. Old is all outdoors, man. Drew Brees in our division. Balling. And yeah, you're going to be like, okay, those are just quarterbacks. But there's tons of people. Even Tony Gonzalez played, you know what I'm saying, till a pretty old age, you know what I'm saying? So let's not just jump out and be like, oh, he's old and this and that, third, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, like, age is not that big of a deal breaker nowadays, you know what I'm saying? And 33 is not even that old, you know what I'm saying, really. Like, and obviously 35, 36, 37. Look at Antonio Gates, he's old too. Like, there's some of the older tight ends, man. So I think he should be fine on that. Now, as far as coming off the surgery, would that be an issue for me? Maybe I'll put like some kind of incentive to stay healthy, but I definitely think, man, Greg Olsen is not the type to, you know, go out there unhealthy. He's not the type. I don't think the Panthers are the type of organization to let him go out there unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? I think they did their due diligence, and I think he's good, man. You know what I'm saying? He came in, you know, a little bit last year. He was productive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm not really worried about the injury, whatever, too much. I think it's behind him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it is, because, you know, like I said, you know, foot injuries, that particular foot injury is known to reoccur. But I think he's good, man. And as far as the younger tight ends and stuff like that, yeah, they might have younger tight ends. You know what I'm saying? But and yeah, it would probably be cool for Greg to you know, take him on his tutelage. But the thing is that Greg is a one of a kind, man. You know what I'm saying? he's a stand-up guy. You may not get a stand-up guy in, you know what I'm saying, in the tight ends you draft. You know what I'm saying? He's a hard worker. He stays on the field all the time. You may not get it. And that's what I think we're, you know, the Panthers kind of got a little bit spoiled, is because, you know, he is so integral to our team, you know, and we kind of just assume that, you know, he's always going to be there. And when he's not, like, I feel the same. I think we did the same thing with Jordan Gross, man. We were completely unprepared when Jordan Gross left, and we're still hurting for it, man. Like, Jordan Gross left, and we went, our left side tackle went to crazy. You know, it went to crap. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what to do. We've been looking for a left tackle for years. You got Michael Orr. We did Byron Bell for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you got Matt Khalil. We didn't know what to do at left tackle, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're still hurting it, man. And I think, you know what I'm saying, as far as tight end goes, I definitely think we should get a contingency plan. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that Greg Olsen is going to be there at least, you know, 2 years. I'll give him like a 2-year extension. Again, you know, give him a 2-year extension. See where he's at, you know, at 35. And, you know, ride out with him, man, because he's been too productive, too dominant, too integral to our team, too good with the locker room. He's just been a great guy all around, man. If he tells us that he wants to stay, he wants to play for our team, and he wants an extension, I gotta believe him, man. I don't see Greg to be that type of person to sit here and lie and you know, do all that stuff, man. I think Greg is in it for the win it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's in it for the long haul. I think he really likes where he's at. And, you know what I'm saying, hopefully we don't let him test free agency. But Marty Herney came out and said that he believes that a deal will get done. And I hope it does, man, because Greg is who he is, man. He's a great guy. You know, I'm a Greg Olsen fan. You know what I'm saying? I like Greg Olsen. And I really don't want to see him in any other jersey. I mean, he was a Bear for a little bit. But I want him to retire in Panther colors. I mean, he just deserves it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been a stand-up guy. And I hope Marty Herney learns from Dave Gettleman's mistake and let Steve Smith go. Keep, you know, Greg Olsen, man. Let him retire Panther, man. He's been integral, you know what I'm saying? And Marty Herney was the one who, you know, orchestrated the deal to get him, man. So don't be that guy, Marty Herney, you know what I'm saying? Like, the John Stewart cut, that was inevitable. The Charles Johnson cut, that was inevitable. But do not cut Greg Olsen, man. Greg Olsen still, I think, has a lot left in the tank. And, you know what I'm saying, I just think he can still be dominant, man. I think he still can be dominant. And I think he's out to prove something because everybody's kind of sleeping on him. So hopefully he gets the extension done, but I think they will. I think they're not stupid. I think they'll get the extension done. So, well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. Do you think Greg Olsen should come back? Or don't you? You know what I'm saying? Put in the comment section. Do you think we should draft a backup tight end sometime in this draft? You know what I'm saying? Put in the comment section. I want to know. And if we did draft a backup tight end, who would it be? Hayden Hurst, you know, Dallas Goldberg, whatever his name is. That's kind of crazy. Or Michael Gesicki, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Ian Thomas. Let me know in the comment section, man, who you think will be a good, you know what I'm saying, heir apparent to Greg Olsen. And do you think Greg Olsen is going to lead to be an announcer? You know, let me know in the comment section, man. Because I don't know, man. I think Greg loves Panthers too much. I think he's invested, so I don't see him going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comment section so we can have this dialogue. You know, I love you guys. You know, you guys got in the comment section last time about the free agency grades on Marty Herney. That was really cool. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear you guys' feedback because, you know, it's just stuff that I'll be thinking about that I want to talk to you guys about. So, you know what I'm saying? I love that you guys got in the comment section. Get in the comment section again so we can continue this dialogue. Obviously, you know, merchandise, LCameraTV shirts is out, man. So that's going to be in the description below. The Patreon page so you can support me, you know, support what I'm doing and, you know, help me keep doing what I'm doing. That's, you know, in the description below. Obviously, check out my dog, Renan Esteem. The man has great music. He's, you know, a comedian. He's multi-talented, man. I think you'll really like it, you know what I'm saying? His video will be in the end screen. You know, check him out, man. He's hilarious, trust me, man. And, obviously, you know, share this with your Panther family, friends, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who rock with Panthers, anybody who don't rock with Panthers, whatever, man. Saints fans, whoever, man. Let them know the Panthers are here. We're here to stay. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely share my video, whatever, and I'll see you guys next time.